on? What's going on, guys? This is Mike Brown, aka Panda Man, and I am here with
Lucas Johnson.
And what did you do today, Lucas?
I went undefeated at a PS5 tournament. We ended up splitting top 8 and selling the PS5 back, but I wanted to play it out, but ended up leaving to a coin flip, and we split. So, yeah, but I played Labyrinth. I really enjoyed the deck.
All right, let's get into it.
Deal. So for normal summons, we play 3 Ariana, pretty standard. The unstandard one I'm trying out is 2 Arianes. With transaction rollback, she's really good because she can get it out of your field in hand. To just summon Ariana bus basically from the deck, and then just you can either from there you can make a Dweller or you can have them. Another cool thing is she has the same draw effect as Ariana, but also she can use both in the same turn. So if you resolve like a big welcome that turn, you can summon and then also draw one and play one back. So she's crazy. I just did 5 because like that's the normal ratios for normal summons in the deck. It only clunked like 1 time, but otherwise it seems decent. You could definitely probably do 1, but I just decided to up it to 2.
All right.
And then for other names, we did 3 Butler, 3 Torby, 3 Chegg, and then only 2 Clocks.
Interesting.
Clock can kind of contribute to bricks, so 2 is fine, honestly. Some people even play 1, but yeah, I played it at 3 for a while, but sometimes you get hands where you draw a double Clock, and it really just doesn't do anything. So that's the logic on that. Everything else in that engine is just insane.
Fair.
And then for the other names, we play the 1 Lovely, obviously, and then I do play 3 Lady. 2 seems to be more standard nowadays, but 3, I had 3 come up so many times, so I can't find myself cutting it.
Fair.
For spells, playing the Extravagance for the nice draw 2. 1 Cold Buy. This card's even better in this deck because hitting an Ash stops Ash for 2 turns, because like they can Ash you on like a welcome or whatever on your turn if you know you're doing the comboing, and then on their turn again. So like for this deck specifically, it's insane. And then setup. This card is insane. So I did this instead of the field spell. So basically, it recycles up to 2 of your banished or graveyard welcomes. So usually 2 banished big welcomes. Shuffle back to the deck, and then if you control a fiend, set 2 normal traps, non-labyrinth, from the deck. So if you resolve that, you're pretty much winning the game. It's just a really good. Obviously, opening it sucks balls, but mid game, like it just solidifies a win. For traps, so we play a lot of those. Got the 3 welcomes and the 3 big welcomes. No surprise there. 2 can be sometimes seen, but I like 3 just because it's a really good discard. And then you can reset itself back later. So, and then for you got the 3 rollbacks.
How was this card today?
It really helps a lot. Like if you get like, let's say Ash on something, like rollback lets you just try it again. If you, let's say like you want to use the big welcome and graveyard effect, you can copy big welcome to summon, get all that stuff going on, and then still be able to banish it to bounce something. So that's like super insane.
Okay.
Yeah, card obviously helps the deck a ton. So, I thought the life point like having could be scary, but really as long as you control the game, like it's not a problem. So yeah, I think 3 is perfectly a good number. And then for the one of funny traps. All right, so for the standard ones, I play the 1 Ice Dragons, 1 Daruma, and 1 Tears. These are all really good in different ways.
Right.
1 of each is fine. This is the only one that's actually not hard once per turn, so you could play multiples, but I don't think it's going to be that great in going to the next format with Fire King. And then for the more funnier, or just more busted ones, I do 1 D-Bear, 1 Eradicator. These ones, a lot of people side them, but honestly, like, as soon as you know what you're playing against, you can tutor into these with Lady, and then just have them game 1 to win. So I think it's very good to main them. And they serve, I mean, pretty much almost always going to be live to some extent. And then the last one is Fiend Comedian. So this is a fun card. So basically, it's an old card, it has not been reprinted in like 10 plus years. You toss a coin or roll a die, whatever. You call heads or usually evens. If you call it right, everything in their graveyard is banished. If you call it wrong, you send the same amount of cards in their graveyard to your from your deck to the graveyard.
Jeez. So
you can mill like rollbacks, furniture, like welcomes and stuff. But generally against like, like because graveyard's a second hand, you just wipe their graveyard out, and that's just.
So how many times did you get that off today?
3 times I banished someone's graveyard. So yeah, it's cool. And then that's the main deck, 40 cards. It felt really good. Didn't brick at all. Like I said, I only clumped on the normal summons once. So if I didn't get hand trapped thankfully, but if I did, I probably was just getting wrecked. But I was able to make it work because usually the furniture you can just discard the extra stuff. For the extra deck, for links, for the link ones, just 1 Anima and 1 Link Reroll. This is for basically just Coup Clock to climb into an SP Knight. And then, so obviously we play the 2 SPs. Because of our extravagance, we have to play a little bit weirder ratios. But yeah, this card, even just going first, making this, and then just having it as an interruption on your opponent's turn is just powerful.
True.
So that's a crazy card.
Too strong.
A little more funny card. Since we're playing the other level 4, and she gets you Ariana, you have rank 4 access, as long as you're not Fiend Locked, so Dweller, which is just a very good card.
Still good in 2024.
Yeah. This card probably should have got banned a while ago. One-sided floodgates are never fun. Oh shoot, I skipped past the rest of the links. Okay, and then we've got, 3 Muckcrackers. Cards, yeah.
Standard, yep.
Yeah, very standard.
Yep.
And then the rest, I think, is all standard as well. The 3 Typhoon, because going into a board, it's a Dark Fiend, so it fits in perfectly.
And it's insane.
Yeah, it makes it so you can always play going second. And then the 3 Chaos Angels, which is just a busted card in its own right. Summon it, banish it, and then none of it's once per turn, so you can Muckcracker, bring it back, and then, and then banish another card, so very nuts. All right, leave side deck. Cool. All right, so it's 14 hand traps and 1 trap. So the 1 trap is Full Force. I was playing against Full Under Ease at locals earlier this week, and I had nothing for them. But this card hits everything in their deck except for Avian. So that makes it so that matchup's way easier. And then the hand traps are, we got 3 Shifter. So Shifter can hurt you, but the idea is you activate it, and then you chain your furniture to it. And then that basically skips their turn, and then you can kind of get a chance to set up.
Right.
So that's the logic on that. And then the other turn skip hand trap is Droll, which is obviously just very strong card. And then we have 3 Phantasmes, which is just nuts for digging into one of these cards. And the card is just awesome all around. And everyone pretty much plays in the links eventually. So.
Getting a QCR reprint soon.
Yeah, that's actually very hype, yeah. Hopefully they do the original. I don't know, they said all arts, but maybe they'll do the originals like they did
I hope so too,
the first time around, because that would be sick. And then Bistils, just one of each of the boys. Bistils are always good, and then just 2 Nib.
Okay, interesting. Why no skill drain?
That's a good question. I like skill drain, but going first, like, people are gonna naturally side in back removal against you,
right?
And so skill drain's usually just gonna get destroyed. But yeah, if you can resolve it and it can stick, it's probably just winning the game. So you could definitely play that. But usually going first, my main deck's already pretty much built to go first, and then the rest this is mostly all for just going, second. So.
Right. Was there anything you would change during the format? Anything you thought about changing, or?
Yeah. For today, it felt fine. Going into the next format, I think we may need to be maining like Drolls, just because like Fire King's would be over the top with Populous and the Princess, and then so that's probably going to be a Mando. Potentially even maining Shifter, just because like that deck seems like everyone's calling it the tier 0 deck, and that probably will be true. So again, like if you want to have a chance even going second, you might need to play very unfair cards. But for now, I mean, it's fine. I don't know what I'd change in the main deck to make room for those, but maybe swap out some of the one-of traps. But for now, it seems fine. I mean, I am probably playing it to Vegas. I might change to something else. But yeah, it's a solid pick, and it's definitely going to be a good choice for a while.
All right. Well, any shout outs before we get on out of here?
Yeah, I guess shout out to Galaxy Buster for hosting this event. Shout out to the man behind the camera for doing the live streams and the deck profiles and all that. And I guess shout out to not Dirty Yugi and the boys, and not Well Kept Joey and the lads, but definitely Clean Kyvan and Gentlemen.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks, man.